Hello, everybody, and welcome to another AIGAC Conference interview. My name is Don Osborne of Enquarter.com, and joining me today is Hillary. Help me out. It's
Hillary
pronounced
Schubach.
Schubach, right?
It is.
Hillary Schubach of Shine MBA Admissions Consulting, which you can find at shineadmissions.com. Welcome, Hillary. Thanks for joining me today. I really appreciate it.
Thanks for having me.
Okay, so I know you went to the AIGAC conference last year, and as a matter of fact, I looked on your website, did a little virtual stalking, and saw that you wrote this great post about your experiences at the AIGAC conference in 2013, including some very clever topics about some insider thoughts regarding the MBA school admissions process. So I love that post. I thought it was awesome. Yeah?
Thank you. Thanks. It was actually great to write. It was hard to narrow it down with so much.
Okay, so if someone is thinking about going to the AIGAC conference this year, what would you tell them to help them make their final decision?
Well, I've actually been to a number of AIGAC conferences, so this is easy for me. There are a lot of great reasons why somebody should come and join us. Mm-hmm. First, without a doubt, it is the best way to gain admissions insight. Mm-hmm. You're attending panels and small group meetings with the members of the admissions committees and representatives from the schools themselves. Mm-hmm. So if you ever wanted to feel like you were well informed about what each school uniquely has to offer and what is involved with the admissions process, this is the best way to get that information. And then number two, it's an invaluable way to build and maintain relationships with other fellow admissions consultants. Mm-hmm. And also people like, folks who are involved with the GMAT test prep process and interviewing and other ancillary benefits to the work that we do. Mm-hmm. But for sure, one of the best benefits that I've received over time has been the relationships that I've gained with people who are both in large practices and have a lot of knowledge to share with me, as well as other people like myself who are sole practitioners and building and developing their own practices. Mm-hmm. And then on top of that, it's a great excuse to get out of the office and actually get a chance to visit the schools themselves. Mm-hmm. I know a lot of us are familiar with the programs from the information that they publish online, but there's nothing like getting out there, touring the campuses, having lunch with people who are part of that school's community, and just getting a chance to see it with your own two eyes. Mm-hmm.
That's very cool. And the admissions process can be it's a little daunting, even for admissions consultants, because there's this sort of curtain between what you and I might see in supporting a client in their application, and then what happens sort of behind the curtain. It's this sort of dehumanized institutional thing called admissions. So what's it like talking to admissions advisors or admissions staff members, and does that humanize the process a bit for you?
It does. I mean, we've now that I've attended the conferences a number of times, I'm seeing familiar faces. I know they're recognizing me. Right. I feel like, I'm starting to build the beginnings of relationships that, could grow over time, and I feel comfortable being able to approach them with questions specific to my own work or just general questions. So it really does make this process feel a lot more comfortable for me. And, when I'm speaking with my clients, I feel like I've got, direct information from, the people who are reading their applications. So
that's awesome.
There's nothing better than getting out and actually attending the conference firsthand.
And I love what you said before about, getting out of the office as a solo practitioner. I also, run a small practice, and it can feel kind of isolating. I'm by myself, and I would love to bounce ideas off of other admissions consultants, but I don't really feel comfortable picking up the phone and calling a stranger. So this camaraderie that you talk about, could you say a couple more words about that? Does that help your practice?
Yeah, that's actually really been the best benefit that I think I've gotten out of this over time. Initially I really wanted to know everything I could about the admissions process. Mm-hmm. Now I'm all about making my business stronger and feeling like, again, that I'm not isolated in this process. And for sure, at the conferences, it's been a great opportunity for me to grab a few folks. And I vividly remember having lunch last year with one or two people who gave me advice that, I literally called my client as soon as the lunch was over, and I was like, we have to do this. And, he was on the wait list, and we were trying to strategize on next steps. And so it was so helpful to just be able to talk about it at the conference while everybody was sitting right there. But I mean, I don't hesitate to pick up the phone. I talk to, people who are in San Francisco. I talk to people who are in Spain. I talk to people all over the world who I've become friends with, truly friends, outside of the work and professional relationships that we have built. But, I consider them allies, and I don't feel, I mean, we've talked so much about how we can possibly collaborate with one another going forward that we've now actually designated a time at this conference to expand on that idea. And I know that we are going to actually get some admissions consultants who are, I think in this case, it's going to be largely sole practitioners and actually get that, get that group together to see how we can leverage one another's strengths and build our businesses going forward. And that was all just an idea that was founded by, being together for years upon years at the conference.
Yeah, I love that. That's so cool. Okay, so I personally look forward to meeting you face to face at the upcoming conference. So I'm looking forward to that.
Me too.
And if you are watching this video and you decide to come and join us at the AIGAC conference this year in New York City, make sure that you find Hillary, give her a big hug, and tell her that you saw her on YouTube and that she was able to help encourage you to come and join us at AIGAC 2014.
Great, thank you. And I look forward to meeting new people as well as seeing all of my old familiar faces again this year.
Hillary, thanks very much for your time.
Thank you.
All right, have a great day.